This is Shamika, and I am coming in midday to talk to you guys about a question that came through that I will post later from one of our members. And I wanted to come in and kind of explain my answer versus type it because it might be just a little bit long-winded. By the way, welcome. If you haven't met me, I'm Shamika. I'm the group moderator, creator of the NOSA group, the Nurse Owned Staffing Agency. And I'm just jumping in really quickly today. Hi, Justina. To respond to a question from Viola. So, hey, Viola, thanks for the question. Hi, Shawana. Hi, Justina. And kind of give my take on the question. So let's go ahead and get started. Welcome to all the new members. I am glad you guys are here. Go ahead and look around and ask questions and use our search box. We have a lot of great information, videos, and posts out there for you all. So here is the question. I'm going to read it from my phone. So it says, I'm Viola, owner of the Elite Staffing Solutions. I work with my business as a nurse as well as I run the business. She read an article yesterday about a very successful nurse staffing agency owner who talked in detail about nurses who own their agency and work there as well. And to break it all down, the moral of her story or the article was, if you are an agency, then you don't have time. If you work the agency, you don't have time to build your agency. What do you guys think about it? So her thoughts were, I agree, because as she stated, you don't have time to build relationships that you ultimately help build your business. She feels agency owners should be the agency owners and not work within the agency because she feels your time is needed building the agency. So essentially, a big part of what the article was saying that is that as agency owners, you should not work your agency because you're taking away time to build your agency. So as an agency owner myself, and having spoken with quite a few you guys, I know a lot of us do work our agency. And I want to kind of give my response on it and a little bit of explanation. So I'm going to disagree just a bit on that concept, and mostly because that concept works for a lot of businesses, but I think for us, being the difference is that we started on the inside, so we can work the agency. And because we're in a 24-hour business, we can work weekends, nights, day shift, midday. So there's a lot of flexibility for us to work, as well as I found in my experience that working the contracts that I have worked, you're able to really network. And being able to network with people who are doing it, not just people who are interested, which is difference for me between the people on the inside versus people on the outside. So if an applicant comes to you, they may or may not be a traveler or may not have worked for an agency before. But if you're in a facility or a hospital system, they've done it. You see them doing it, and you can actually see their work in real time. So I think that that's a great opportunity to network with people and share about your business, because much like you guys, I've worked as an agency, I work for our agency, and people come up maybe like your first or second day, and they'll say this, you guys tell me if I'm wrong, well, what agency do you work for? So that essentially opened up a door, kicked the door open, where you can say, I work for ABC Agency, Safari Healthcare Agency, Elite Staffing Agency, UNE Healthcare Agency. And that makes a connection right there, because people only ask you what agency you work for if there's something about you that connects to them. And another piece of it that I would chime in on is just the fact that a lot of times the business models and concepts that people share, and I'm not saying that this is the case with her or not, is hey Angela, is models that have been used for a long time. So much of us who have started our nursing career a long time ago, I wasn't that long ago, but some of y'all have been in it for a long time. We remember paper Mars. You did everything on paper. Some of us go so far back that we remember a time where there was no role such as a certified nursing assistant or a nursing assistant at all. The nurse did everything. Now I'm going to do another talk on whether or not that should still be the case. And as we've grown and evolved, now we're in a place where everything we do by computer. We scan the meds, we type in our charting, we go from room to room on these robot things. So I think it's important to also kind of be progressive in your thinking so that you ensure that you're not kind of doing something that may have always been done and it works So I will definitely say that the concept that hey Angela, that she speaks of works. But as we go into an age where sometimes you work for people and you never see them, a lot of the agencies that I've worked with, I have never met the recruiter. You only talk via phone or via Skype or via Zoom. You know, you never see them in person. So most of the time we're not going into an office. You know, a lot of times our recruiter does everything via email or DocuSign or HelloSign or Adobe Sign to gather our documents. So it's a more technology driven industry. Then we also need to be more creative about how we approach staffing for us and what that looks like. So just to wrap it all up, her question was great. That's why I wanted to come in and kind of comment on it. And I do agree with a lot of the things that the person shared with regards to staffing. But I think that because many of us can, I think it's a huge recruiting and marketing opportunity to work the business. I do feel like as time goes on, you will reach a point where you can't do those things. And sometimes, you know, we have quite a few people in the group who aren't interested in growing their business in that way. So if I'm an agency owner who doesn't or isn't ready to deal with the people element, because the people element when you start to do healthcare staffing is huge. If I'm not ready to deal with the conflict that sometimes people bring or the problems, the issues that people bring, and I just want to be an agency owner, you know, that you can still build your business that way. So I just wanted to chime in. You guys go ahead and comment and kind of give your take on it. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and post her question and, you know, just encourage you guys to kind of be more creative about, you know, what 2020 is going to bring, as well as what your business can bring, and take in some non-traditional methods to marketing your business and connecting with people. Because I don't feel like as time goes on in this new generation, you know, is graduating from college and high school and stuff like that, the same traditional methods will work for them to either connect with our businesses or even to help us grow our businesses. So